Have you ever tried starting your morning without any coffee? Now, for a coffee person, that's hard to imagine. You still get moving, but you're groggy, slower, and everything just feels harder. Well, that's what hidden friction feels like in life. Not a crisis, just a quiet, subtle drain on your energy. This week, what's your no coffee moment?
This is the Daily Anchor, your quick end of the week reset. Let's check the waters, let's smooth out the friction, and let's head into the weekend ready to lead and live well.
My brother, friction is so sneaky. It doesn't always show up as that big crisis. Sometimes it's those little drags on your energy, but more often than not, that friction is all because of you. It's self-imposed. For me, one of those frictions I'm dealing with right now, actually I'm looking right now, is a cluttered desk. Every time I'm trying to find something on this desk that has papers and pens and cameras, that's friction. That's slowing me down. Or how about negative self-talk? Doubting yourself before you start, that always slows action.
It's one of those things where you can try to ignore it, but it stacks up so quickly, and by the time that you finally cave in and you can't ignore it, you're already drained and irritable and possibly even short with the people that you love. And there's studies about the cluttered desk and just the clutters in your house and stuff like that, and how you may think you're not focusing on it, but your brain is still always kind of like paying attention to it. So it does kind of drain you in the background in ways that you may not think until it finally builds up too much, and you're like, oh, this is a problem. So and we relate to that too, man. I was outside working on a pool project. We got the baby, so our house is pretty cluttered right now, and we're feeling it. So
I think that's understandable. James 1, chapter 1 says, trials produce perseverance. But not all resistance is from God, Paul. Sometimes it's just clutter we create ourselves. I'd say not sometimes. It's almost always clutter we create ourselves. Overcommitment, being stretched too thin, that creates bottlenecks in every area of life. Or perfectionism, that's that constant push to get it right. It can keep you from ever starting, let alone finish. And I think our podcast would be, and the community both would be prime examples. If we were trying to be perfect, we wouldn't have ever started. We wouldn't be where we're at.
we'd still be kicking ideas and kicking the can down the road, thinking that we had to get something more and more perfected in our minds when it could have been more than fine just to get it rolling out there. So, I think too that we had the first Bible study class last night, man. And I think about where you say where not all the resistance is from God, and like you said, more often than not, it's the stuff that we create for ourselves, and it probably comes down to, like we talked about, that compass. Where are we going? Is our compass dedicated and driven toward the worldly desires, or is it dedicated and driven toward God and His heart? And I think more often than not, if we get toward that other path, we're gonna have more clutter. We're gonna have more stuff in our life that God didn't put there, but we did, because our focus and our attention is in the wrong areas. And just a quick little story from me, man. With one that's huge is I thrive off convenience. If I don't prepare myself for convenience, then I'll find something that's not so good for me but convenient still. So this week I just did some extra prep in the crock pot, got some extra protein bars, got some chicken in there. That way I can grab that when I need convenience instead of the other stuff that is not so good for me but convenient, because I thrive off that and I need it. So knowing that, I need to prepare myself for it and have that ready for me, ready to go.
That's helpful because when I don't prepare my food ahead, I derail. I'm not going to eat right that week. So that's a great example. And that creates a lot of resistance, and it creates a lot of headache as well. So my story is, I call it the dinner trap. So here's how it works in my house. And this is kind of a funny one. Bobby and I will decide to go out to dinner, and I'll say, hey, where do you want to go? Or she'll say that to me, because she always makes me pick. And she'll say, I don't care, you pick. Now, I'm sure to most that sounds like freedom, but anybody who's real life understands it's a trap. It's a test, because no matter where I pick, there's a very high probability that's the wrong choice. But the key is she's never going to say it. So I'll say, how about Mexican? She'll say, sure. You know that, sure. It's not a sure smile, but it's like, I don't want to disappoint you, so I'll go along with it. And deep down, she's probably thinking pizza, but she's never going to tell me. But I'm going to feel it. So we'll get there, we'll sit down, and it looks like she's looking at an obituary instead of a menu. I'm sitting across from her wondering, how can two people that have been married today, as of recording this, 33 years, happy anniversary, babe, we're playing high-stakes restaurant roulette every time we eat out. Now, last night it was much smoother. We agreed on the same place. So what I've learned, when she says, I don't care, you pick, I just watch her face. And when I mention something that I think she'll want, I can kind of tell, or I hear it in her voice. So forget what she says verbally. Watch the tone, watch her face. That's how you win at dinner in my house. It's not perfected, but it's much better.
That's how you win at the roulette, man. I saw a post on social media where this guy picked up his girlfriend and he was just like, "Hey, I got a surprise for you. I'm taking you to your favorite restaurant." And she started like, she threw out the restaurant. And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, that's it." And he had no idea where he's taking her, but he kind of tricked her to saying what her favorite one was. So it's funny how no matter where you're at, man, 33 years, 20 years, whatever years of marriage, I feel like social media has caught on because it's so relatable. Like the meme of the Notebook where they're arguing back and forth about where they're gonna go. It's like everyone has this, and there's always friction around it. So like, how can you use it as a way to work for your family and just kind of gamify it in a sense too? It's the friction is not just discomfort; it's a spotlight showing you exactly where you need a system. And what you've done is you've created a system, and it may not always be perfect, it may not always work, but you got 33 years of working it out together. So the point in all this is if you have friction if there's friction showing up, it's showing you somewhere that you need to create that system for it. You just have to admit it and have an open mind, then dive into something that can work for you.
Yeah, we talk about systems a lot. We need them. We need them in every aspect of our life, and the friction is definitely no different. So here's your weekend mission. Pick just one point of friction. What is that for you? And smooth it out. Maybe it's dishes. Maybe it's your nightly routine. Maybe it's phone boundaries. Whatever it is, work on it. Get it smoother. The dinner thing, it's not going to work out in 3 days. But there are many frictions that you can. Clutter desk. Yeah, the clutter desk is one of those. You could clean. I could clean that up after we finish recording today. I probably won't, but I could.
Some of those ones that have been built for 33 years may take longer than one refresh podcast. So, but you're
Absolutely.
right, man. Try to find that place where friction stole energy from you this week, and if it doesn't pop out immediately, reflect on it for a little bit. Ask yourself, like, hey, what is something right now in my house or my car or my office, whatever it is, that's really bothering me in a sense of like I need to tidy it up or whatever it might be. There's something there, and maybe too often we're too busy to really reflect on what it is. So maybe you have to give yourself some space first. That might be the first step as well.
And on top of that, what's one small change you can make before Monday to remove that friction?
That's your daily anchor. Show up today like it matters because it does.
Indeed, it does, my friend. Quick prayer here. Father, thank you for showing us where our energy is leaking. Give us the honesty to name it, the wisdom to fix it, and the perseverance to keep going when it's easier to drift. Teach us to steward our time, our bodies, and our focus in ways that honor you. Amen.
Amen. Quick verse we got for you guys. Proverbs 4:26 says, "Give careful thought to the path for your feet and be steadfast in all your ways." This weekend, look closely at your path that you're on, even the small steps. Smooth out what's slowing you down, and you'll move into Monday with clarity and strength.
That's your Friday reflection, folks. We appreciate y'all being here. Gentlemen, don't forget, jump in that community with us at brotherhoodforge.com. It's good. It's growing quickly, and we'd love to have you there. If you have any questions, just email us at info@brotherhoodforge.com. Go out to the webpage. We'd love to have you. Be blessed, y'all.
See you guys.